Commander Marcus Chun stared at the ornate transport vessel descending onto the diplomatic landing pad of Luna Station. The Zephyrian delegation had arrived with what they called a gesture of goodwill, a gift that would supposedly cement the alliance between humanity and the ancient Zephyrian Empire. What they hadn't mentioned was that their gift was a person, Princess. Lirelei stepped from the transport with the fluid grace of her people, her silver skin catching the artificial light like liquid mercury. Her elongated limbs and delicate features marked her as pure Zephyrian nobility, but there was something in her violet eyes that spoke of resignation rather than pride. Commander Chun, Ambassador Dex Ran announced with the clicking harmonics of his native tongue, "We present Princess Lirelei, third daughter of the Empress. She is yours, as a symbol of our eternal friendship." Marcus felt his jaw clench. Humanity had been fighting for respect among the galactic community for decades, ever since they'd achieved faster-than-light travel. They were still considered young, primitive, unworthy of true partnership by most species. This gift felt like another insult wrapped in diplomatic courtesy. "With respect, Ambassador," Marcus said carefully, "humans don't own other sentient beings. Princess Lirelei is welcome to stay as an honored guest, but you misunderstand." Princess Lirelei spoke for the first time, her voice melodic but tinged with bitter acceptance. "I am Barren, Commander, unable to produce heirs. In Zephyrian society, I am disposable. My family sends me here not as insult to your people, but as disposal of their shame." The ambassador's silence confirmed her words. Marcus felt anger rise in his chest, not at her, but at the callous way she'd been discarded. Over the following months, Princess Lirelei remained on Luna Station. She proved remarkably intelligent, quickly learning human customs and contributing to diplomatic translations. More surprisingly, she seemed genuinely curious about human culture, particularly their concepts of individual worth and personal choice. Marcus found himself drawn to her sharp wit and unexpected humor. She, in turn, seemed fascinated by his stories of Earth, of humanity's struggles and triumphs among the stars. What began as polite accommodation slowly grew into genuine friendship, then something deeper. "Your species is strange," she told him one evening as they watched Earth rise over the lunar horizon. "You value individuals for their actions, not their biological function." "Is that so unusual?" Marcus asked. "Among the Zephyrians, worth is measured in genetic contribution. A princess who cannot bear children is less valuable than a feral commoner." Her voice carried centuries of cultural weight. "But you judge me by my thoughts, my choices." "Because that's what matters," Marcus said simply. "What you choose to do with your life is more important than what biology decided for you." When they married 6 months later, it sent shockwaves through both diplomatic communities. The Zephyrian Empire was scandalized that their discarded princess had found happiness with a human. Human leadership worried about diplomatic repercussions. Dr. Sarah Kim, Luna Station's chief medical officer, ran extensive compatibility tests. "Biologically, it shouldn't be possible," she told them privately. "Your reproductive systems are too different. But if you're both committed to this relationship, there are other ways to build a family." For 2 years, Marcus and Lirelei lived contentedly, their bond growing stronger despite the whispers and political tension their union created. Lirelei took on increasing responsibilities in human-alien relations, her unique perspective bridging gaps that had existed for generations. Then, everything changed. "That's impossible," Dr. Kim whispered, staring at the medical readings. "The genetic scans are clear Princess Lirelei is pregnant, and the fetus is showing hybrid characteristics." Lirelei sat on the examination table, her silver skin actually glowing with an inner light Marcus had never seen before. "How?" she breathed. Dr. Kim pulled up comparison charts. "Near as I can tell, human genetic material has some kind of catalytic effect on Zephyrian reproduction. It's not just compatibility, it's enhancement. The human DNA is somehow unlocking dormant capabilities in Zephyrian genetics." The implications hit all three of them simultaneously. I wasn't barren, Lirelei said slowly. I was incomplete. News of the pregnancy spread like wildfire through diplomatic channels. The Zephyrian Empress herself arrived on Luna Station within a week, her massive dreadnought casting shadows across the lunar surface. This changes everything, Empress Veltara declared as she examined her daughter. The medical scans were undeniable not. Only was Lirelei carrying a healthy hybrid child, but the pregnancy had somehow activated previously dormant genetic sequences in her own DNA. The old bloodline spoke of such things, the Empress continued, her tone shifting from skeptical to awed. Ancient texts mentioned that our people once bore children with the star-touched ones. We assumed it was mythology. Marcus stood protectively beside his wife. What does this mean for Lirelei? For our child? The Empress studied him with new respect. It means, human, that your species may be the key to our survival. Zephyrian birth rates have been declining for millennia. Our doctors assumed it was evolutionary pressure, natural selection. But perhaps we simply needed the right catalyst. Dr. Kim stepped forward with additional data. The preliminary. Scans suggest the child will have enhanced capabilities from both species Zephyrian longevity and psychic sensitivity, combined with human adaptability and resilience. This could represent an entirely new branch of evolution. As the months passed, more mixed couples began forming between humans and Zephyrians. Each successful pregnancy confirmed the pattern human DNA didn't just enable Zephyrian reproduction, it revolutionized it. The child, when born, was beautiful in ways that transcended species boundaries. Little Elena possessed her mother's silver, skin and psychic gifts, combined with her father's determination and curiosity. More importantly, she represented hope proof that humanity's greatest strength wasn't their technology or military might, but their ability to bridge differences and create something greater than the sum of its parts. Standing in the nursery, watching Lirelei sing ancient Zephyrian lullabies to their daughter, Marcus reflected on how far they'd all come. Humanity had spent decades fighting for recognition, for respect among the galactic community. In the end, they'd earned it not through conquest or domination, but through the most human trait of all, the ability to love across any divide and make the impossible possible. The Barren Princess had indeed born an heir. But more than that, she'd helped birth a new future where the strength of humanity lay not in standing apart, but in bringing everyone together. And in the vast tapestry of galactic civilization that made all the difference.